Hey guys, welcome back to the third part of Wario's Battle Canyon. We just had a chance time on the last video, and Peach just stole 30 coins from Mario. Okay. um, so the first thing I want to talk about is Idol, and then if we have more time, then I'll talk about something else. But yeah, Idol was on this week, and you can tell I'm probably very happy. Um, about what happened this week. Jacob left, and that was right. That was the right thing to do. I mean, he was awful this week. There's not really much to be said. I mean, they sang songs from now and songs from then. You know, basically now I find out it's just 21st century songs. It could be anything from that era, which is basically what they did in top 7. So, to me, it just really didn't have very much value. I think I should have moved that eye over. That eyelash over on the left side. Oh well, it's okay. But, yeah, Jacob left, and both performances to me were just atrocious. And, I don't really have very much to say about this week. It wasn't a very good week. Overall, people just did not hit the notes correctly, or it didn't feel like a lot of people were trying really hard. I know we're down to 5, but I think now is the time when to bring everything to the table. It's not to go halfway, because there's no real defined person who's a front runner this season. It's like everyone gets praised, so no one gets like an advantage. So every week you have to come in here and bring everything to the table. And I felt, Scotty, neither of his performances were very worthy of watching or listening to again. And we're about to play Coin Shower Flower, okay. And James, I didn't think either of his performances were as strong as some of the past weeks that he's been on this season. It was okay. And I think I expect better from James now because he seems to be the better contestant. He's the better contestant. So I didn't really care for either of his. I didn't really care that much for either performance. Gosh, Peach, stop stealing coins from me. Okay, I messed up right there. Alright. And there too. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, yeah, James and Scotty, nothing really to say about them. Not really that great. Lauren, I think she was better than Scotty this week. But I don't think either of her two performances were really that strong. A lot of people praised it. I didn't see it. I felt she chose a Carrie Underwood song for her current hit. That's fine. I think that's the right lane to go, but it was the wrong song. It felt like, I mean, why choose that song in particular? There's so many better Carrie songs, and especially since you can choose anything from 21st Century, to me doesn't really make very much sense at all to choose that song. So I wasn't really impressed by that, and I wasn't really impressed by her second performance either. I mean, Unchained Melody was just kind of okay. She sang it alright. She sang it well in parts, but in other parts, it just kind of didn't do anything. In part, primarily, it was from the fact that she sang this before. She sang it during Hollywood twice. So I expected, like, amazing from this performance, and this was just not amazing. She didn't hit the high notes. I didn't like the arrangement. I really wish she just stuck with what the melody was, instead of trying to change it too much. And, I didn't really care for the emotion. There was no love connection to that song. And that is a very strong love song, so it was just okay. Desert Dash. I think we played this one before. It's been a while since we played a 2-player game. 2 versus 2 game. So, but yeah, this mini game is for left, right, left, right, left, right. So, or right, left, I should say. Start with right. But you just continue it, and you won't hit the thwomp at the end of this thing. So, looks like they're doing better this, but last time they were horrible. Okay. But yeah, so that's pretty much for those three. Those were the middle three of the night. I didn't really care for any of their performances really that much. For Jacob, I absolutely agreed with this week. Yeah, actually, he should have went 2 weeks ago, in my opinion. So for him staying this long, I really think it was just long overdue, and rightfully so, because this week was atrocious. His performance of No Air was horrendous. Oh man. Oh man. Oh well. Sorry, I'm gonna have to get some water there. But I hated it. He performed the song as if he was a wet seal flopping around on the Sahara Desert, thrusting with pelvic thrusts, and just very obnoxious, pretentious, and attitude for pretty much the whole song. I think, and the background singers, you would think that they would be on tune too, but I mean in tune at least. But no, they sounded horrible as well. I don't know where. And Jordan, if I was Jordan, I'd be pissed if somebody sang that song like that. It's actually a very strong love song too. I mean, if you listen to it, it's a duet song between Chris Brown and Jordan Sparks. If you're gonna sing that song, you have to have that wave of emotion of love. It's not, and he just came over like a very cocky, arrogant. He came over cocky and arrogant, and it was just really nothing to take away from that. Nothing to take away. Performance was gainly, and the vocals were horrible. So the whole thing was atrocious. Please, not me. Okay. Alright. Ouch. Aw, poor Yoshi. He just stole a star from Mario, now Peach is taking it away. Ah, now she has 3 stars though. Great. Okay. But yeah, it was just horrible. Now what? Pipe maze. I really wish that we get Paddle Battle, because, it's time to get a different minigame. There's only a few minigames actually. I checked the list. There's only a few minigames we haven't played yet, and it's very hard to get those last few. I hope I can show those last few before this playthrough is over. Well, I still have 3 more boards, so I should be okay, but still, I don't want to wait till the last second to try to get some of these mini games. But yeah, Jacob was horrible. The second song, Love Hurts. Again, same thing. Wailing, caterwauling, boring, predictable, safe. I mean, just nothing from Jacob this week. And he went home, and that was the right decision. America did the right thing. And then Haley was the only one actually this week that actually took risks, and have them paid off. No, I think her first song, she chose a Lady Gaga song that was not even released. And at that point, I was a little bit worried, because, how are people gonna know? I mean, how people are gonna know the song? So, and connect with it and understand what the song is without even having heard it before. So, because it's not even released, and we're gonna play Crane Game, of course. Well, we all know what's gonna happen. Yoshi's gonna take my coins, and well, that's pretty much it. So, but yeah, she chose a Lady Gaga song. I liked the first 2/3 of the song. I thought she sang it really nicely, and of course, why am I standing right next to the pipe? Of course, it always happens. And but yeah, she chose that song. You and I, that's the song called. I thought it was very interesting. I thought the first 2/3 of the song, I was like, yeah, okay, that's the Haley that I like. And then the last half, though, to me, she just screamed it. I just felt, ugh. No, Haley, no, no, no. And like, and it got very repetitive at the end, so I just felt like it wasn't that great of a song. But, for at least for the first 2/3, I liked it. So. She did a really nice job. I don't think she had that many pitch problems at all. So that was very risky, and I applaud her for taking a risk. And the second song, House of the Rising Sun, House of the Rising Song, House of the Rising Sun by the Animals. That was that was a good performance. Again, the first 2/3. That's where the star appears if it appears on the middle island. And again, if you need to get that star, or if you want to get that star, you need to talk to the fly guy on the green island right there, and let him take you for 10 coins. But then again, you have to pay for a roulette, so hopefully you'll land behind Toad so you can get the star. So we're gonna play our first one-player game, I think, for this board, Ghost Guess, and we played this one before. But yeah, House of Rising Sun for Haley. I thought it was a very nice performance. Actually, the first 2/3 again were really great. I thought she sang it really well. The last third, though, to me, again, it just had too much growling. So it was almost a moment, but it wasn't quite there. For most people, though, they consider that a moment. I don't know. I still consider Pia's performance, I'll Stand By You, that's her best. That's the best performance of the season, right? Still. Haley, I guess, is number 2. Okay, on that song. Another thing about that song, Siobhan Magnus sang it last season, and I think Siobhan sang it better than Haley, but I liked both versions. So Haley to me stole the night, absolutely, from everyone. And I'm glad that she was safe, because, I've been kind of worried about Haley. I mean, and it's very unusual, because I've had a love-hate, I've been saying it a lot of times, I've had a love-hate relationship with Haley since the beginning. And now, all of a sudden, it's like I like her. I don't know. What has come over me? This has never happened where, in 10 seasons of watching this, I have never gone from absolutely disliking somebody to absolutely liking somebody. I don't know what to say about that. I guess too, she has kind of an underdog thing going on, because she's been in the bottom 3 the most of anyone so far left. So I'm kind of hoping that she stays around longer, because there's some really just awful singers who get overpraised way too much, and really don't deserve any of that praise. Like Scotty. I don't think he's as good as he thinks he is. And he's getting very big-headed too, and I just really just shut that kind of personality out, because they're not I mean, whenever you're big-headed, you always tend to, think you're better than everyone else. And when you are not, and typically when that happens, you really are not better than everyone else. So I'm glad that Haley stayed this week. She definitely deserved it, and I'm almost done with the time. So yeah, Haley won the night, and Jacob sucked. So that's pretty much it, and Guess we'll talk the next time around. We're gonna play some other game next. Treasure Divers.